Hello. Hello, hello. I think we got audio. Cool. We got audio now. All right, the audio is working. The audio is working. I didn't have there's a little button that sends power to the microphone, and I guess I somehow had turned it off, so we got it on now, so we should be good to go as far as that. Let me double check a couple things here really quick. All right, so we got that. We got that. So hello, check 1 2. Hello, check 1 2. Hello, check 1 2. Okay. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. All right, so I think we got her set up the way we want her set up, so we should be good to go at this point, guys and gals. Sorry about the inconvenience. All right, so it looks like we are going to be in the, let's find out what lobby we're in today. The 11.2 lobby, guys and gals. So yeah, we're going to the 11.2 lobby. 11.2. 11.2. So what you want to do is set up a car as close to 11.2 as possible and try to get that car to actually run at 11.2. And if you do those couple of things, there's a pretty good chance you might be able to find my lobby and get into some live races with me. So yeah, let's go do it to it. Let's go do it to it. Let's go do it to it. All right, live racing. We want to find live racing. There we are. We found it. We found it. Perfect. So, yeah. 11.2 lobby today, guys and gals. Pin. There we go. All right, we found our first challenger. I think that's what the Velour, however you say it. That's a really good car. So that car should give me a good run for my money. 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, thank you for coming out, everybody. I appreciate you guys. I see we got Eddie, we got Guy, we got Fox, we got Coljit, JP, Gerardo, William D. We got Mr. Melon, Wenpoo, Pappy, TRD Pro. We got Tyler. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. But yeah, welcome to the live stream. We are doing some live racing and... crap. We found Melon. He's going to beat me up in the DBX. Wait. What's happening? Is YouTube playing an ad? It's not supposed to do that. I don't know what just happened there. Huh. Did I hit something? Or... yeah, why is YouTube playing ads on my live stream? I'm not sure what happened there, but it's not supposed to be putting ads on during the live stream. Alright, I got a problem. Is the stream still running? Yes, it is. Cool. Alright. Weird. I don't know, I got a little weirdness going on, so... I think we're okay. Alright. Did you guys get an ad? Maybe I touched something on the phone screen, but I heard it starting to play an ad. I like to run the stream in the background so I can hear it, just to make sure there's no weird stuff or problems going on. We don't like weird stuff or problems. And sometimes there's weird stuff, and sometimes there's problems. You just never know with this game. This game's kind of crazy. This game's kind of insane when it comes to weird stuff and crazy things and glitches and who knows what. I mean, I guess that would be more of a YouTube thing than a game thing, but you guys know what I mean. So if I have ads enabled, I'm sorry. I don't think I did, but let me take a look at the YouTube settings. No, it's not supposed to play ads. I don't know why it played an ad. That's really weird. Yeah, I have ads turned off for the stream. You should get one when you come in and one when the video ends, but there shouldn't be ads during the stream, so something malfunctioned on us. Splatanelic, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? I probably said your name very wrong there. Everybody who's coming into the live stream, thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. I definitely appreciate it. Coljet says, what car in yellow is that RX-7? Coljet, I'm not 100% sure what you're referring to there. CSR Dominic, how you doing? I'm doing good, thanks. Hope you're doing awesome. Mosiuoa Masua, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream today. All right, 3, 2, 1, and blast off. We are doing it. I don't remember if it's my turn to win or lose, so I'm just gonna run really slow, and we'll see what happens. But I'll tell you what, I really do like most of the Elite Tuners cars. I mean, out of all the cars in the game, they tend to be really awesome. I just hope the new Elite Tuners car coming out is going to be amazing. I'm really hoping the new one's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be, honestly. I think it's going to be super awesome, but we'll find out, right? Alright, we'll do a couple more races here with Mr. Melon, and then we'll go back out to the lobby, because I know there's probably more people trying to race me. Wait, Splat says I got shattered when I was in class? I don't really know what that means. That doesn't sound good. Splatter? You got shattered? Your old phone, maybe? I see you're talking about getting a new phone, so hopefully the new phone's awesome. Ah, Pappy said his crew placed 10th last season. That's awesome, man. 10th is good. Wait. Yeah, they did ban a lot of people, didn't they? That's cool, though. Top 10, nice, buddy. That's really good, actually. Hey, Stacks, what's going on? Melon, thanks for the swaps, my friend. I appreciate that. We got Eddie in the house. What up, Eddie? Uncle Broken Down. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I started the wild card. I gotta double check to see if I started the wild card or not, because that's supposed to be started at 9. I got bad memories sometimes. I'm usually in a rush to get this stream started because it's kind of early in the morning here. I don't know why I just slowed down, but I slowed down. Yeah, hopefully somebody started the card. If not, I'm going to have to. I only got a couple things of gas anyways. Hold on a second, guys. I need to double check and see if we started this up. Ah, crap. I can't... 1 minute. I'm having some technical difficulties here. 1 minute. 1 minute. Where's the thing at? Oh my god, YouTube or computer or whatever you are, just stop this for a minute. My mouse isn't functioning properly. I'm having some weird issues with the wireless mouse at the moment. I don't know what the problem is, but it's being weird. 1 second. 1 second. We're off to a bad start, aren't we? Hold on, hold on. We are off to a bad start on the old YouTube thingy-dingy. I got a few things I gotta figure out why the mouse is malfunctioning, and I need to make sure we start at the wild card. Give me 1 second. This will only take a second to get this going, I do believe. Alright. Hold on, hold on. I apologize, everybody. Your phone got shattered. That sucks, man. I don't know. I'm in desperate need of the new phone pretty soon, too. My current one, that's nice. I've had it for a little while, and it's been glitching out. Like, it's not running like it used to. And, yeah, I'm just having a lot of problems with it. Miguel, I don't know, buddy. I gotta go check really quick. Hold on a second. Let me see if we got it filled up or not. I am double checking again right now to see if we can start this thing, but if we can, I'm gonna go ahead and start it. Oh no, what happened? Okay, there we go. Alright, cool. It's full. Perfect. We got her. So the wild card is now going. Now I just need to tell the crew that the card is started. Alright, perfect, perfect. I think the glitches and everything else have been taken care of that I'm having here. So let me just tell these guys really fast that the card is activated. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll for some more live racing. Sorry about that, everybody. But having a couple of stream delays today. Some of them are my fault. Some of them are not. I don't know what's happening. But what's going on with this? Oh my gosh. What in the world? Something weird's happening. Something weird's happening. Okay. 70 activated. Bam. Now we got the card going. Perfect. Yeah, back to the lobby. Alright, yeah. Every once in a while, not every live stream can be perfect, right? Alright, we got Dominic. Cool, cool. We found Dominic. Let me make sure you guys can see my screen. I'm pretty sure I got it back. Yeah, it's up. It's up and running. Cool. We are back on track. We are back on track. Alright, so Fox says he can't find any of us. So sometimes, let's just say you do get a car running in the proper lobby. Sometimes there might be 3 or 5 or 15 different lobbies of the same time. So finding the correct one isn't always easy. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Mark Bass, how's your day going, man? Alright, so Splat says, in the meantime, I did a draw, a McLaren F1 GTR. Since I'm decent at drawing. Cool, cool. I suck at drawing. I can barely draw a stick figure, so yeah. That's how I roll. Barely can draw stick figures. Oh, he's in the Sylvia, I think, right? That's another really cool car. I never really upgraded my Sylvia, but I would like to. I would love to upgrade that Sylvia, honestly. It is very, very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and run nice and slow here because I think it's my turn to lose. His turn to win. Alright, so Eddie says, been there, done that, Splat. You know, my favorite phone of all times, I had this phone that I absolutely loved. And one day I dropped it, and I tried to catch the phone. So as my hand was going down to catch it, all it did was slap the phone and send it shooting into the ground even harder. And then the screen shattered, and the phone was so old. It was a OnePlus 7 or a OnePlus 7T. I can't remember which one, but man, the phone was so old. I'm like, I contacted the company. They're like, yeah, we can replace the battery and the screen for about X amount of money. But I'm like, man, this is like a 3 or 4 year old phone. I'm like, do I really want to spend like $300 to repair this? You know what I mean? That's a lot of money to spend on a phone that's older. But unfortunately, getting a phone screen replaced is not cheap. That's for sure. I mean, the OnePlus Nord is nowhere good as the OnePlus 7 that I had, I don't think. I mean, maybe it is nowadays, but you can buy a brand new OnePlus Nord for like $300. So I was like, I could buy a brand new phone for $300 that's not quite as good, or I could replace this old one. I was thinking, you know, let's just, yeah. So what I ended up doing was going out and buying a new phone, which was awesome for a while. I ended up buying a Red Magic phone. Why is my mouse glitching out? Please stop that. I need to figure out what's up with the mouse. It's been unhappy lately. It's been very unhappy lately. All right. Hold on. Accept. There we go. I forgot where I was going with the story, but yeah, that phone was great, and I've had it for probably, I'm guessing about 2 or 3 years, but it's starting to bog down, and it's glitching out and freezing up all the time, and I don't know, it's just not running like it used to. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to need to get a new phone soon because it's just not doing well, which is pretty bad. Alright, so it says, please keep the language clean, please. No profanity or words like that. Sometimes you got kids in here and stuff like that, so. No bad language type of thingies or whatever you want to say there. But welcome to the live stream. Alright. Eddie said his phone screen is cracked. That sucks. Now mine was like one of those OLED phones. The one that broke was an OLED. And the thing is, if you crack an OLED, it starts to bleed out. So when it first cracked, I was like, oh man, I cracked my screen, that sucks. But I picked it up and I could still use it. Next time I pulled it out of my pocket, like 15 minutes later, I noticed like the bottom corner of the screen had turned like black. It almost looked like an ink pen leaked all over it. And then a couple of minutes, next time I pulled it out of my pocket, like almost the whole bottom of the screen was black. And then by the next day, the entire screen, it was just like the color of ink pen ink. It was terrible. I was like, oh man. So I guess if you crack an OLED screen, they just bleed all over the place and it ruins the entire screen. So I think next time I buy a phone, I'm probably going to look for one that's not OLED. That way, at least if you crack the screen, you can probably still use it. But I don't know. I didn't like it. Dominic said, you ran out of gas. Yeah, unfortunately, I did run out of gas. Dave Black in the house. What's up, Dave? How you doing today? Awesome to see ya. But yeah, I wish there was like a way to get an unlimited supply of gas on this game for the live streams, so I didn't have to run out. But unfortunately, I do run out, and that sucks. And it always throws somebody off. So I apologize for that. I do apologize for that. I think it's my turn to lose this one. So let's. Oh, wait, that was too much of a slowdown right there. Alright, Splat says new mouse time. No, I don't think it's the mouse. I think it's the wireless adapter. I think my monitor kind of like where I stream from is different from my, like it's away from my computer desk. And I think it's a wireless mouse. So I think the computer monitor is kind of blocking the wireless signal sometimes. So I think what I'm going to do is get a USB extension cable and, you know, running that to the wireless thing. That way the wireless signal will probably make it over here. I'm not going to do it today, but I think after the stream I'm going to do that. So I'm hoping it's that and not the mouse, because I've never had a problem with it until the last couple of days. So the last few days it's been acting up. So I guess it could be the mouse. I hope not, because I don't want to buy another mouse. I just got this thing a few months back. This is a really nice little Red Dragon wireless mouse. They're really good. I don't know if you guys have heard of Red Dragon, but they're basically really high-end mice and keyboards that you can get for a fraction of the price. For example, I got a really awesome RGB Red Dragon keyboard. I think I paid $40 for it. And the Logitech version, if I were to go out and buy the same thing from like Logitech, it'd probably be like $130 or $180 or something crazy like that. So Red Dragon makes really good long-lasting equipment. Like I've actually got I've actually got two or three. Check it out. Here's my little keyboard. Hold on, you guys can probably see it. Check this out. This is my little keyboard that I use for streaming, right? It's a little one-handed keyboard. And then I've got the real keyboard over at my desk that I use. So I got the mini one and the big one. What just happened? Holy crap. Guys, my monitor just... What's happening? Holy crap. I don't know what I just hit. I just pressed a button and all my monitors started turning on and off for a second. Alright, that was weird. I don't know if you guys saw anything weird happen, but I saw something weird happen. Is everything still working on the stream? Alright. Don't pick up a little keyboard and move it around while live streaming. That's going to be the moral of that story right there. It may mess you up big time. Alright, I think everything's working now. Yeah, I like the red rag and stuff a lot. The cool thing about the mouse is if you can see on the mouse, there's like... It's not lighting up for some reason. Hold on. Nope. Where's the lights? There we go. I guess I got the lights dim, but there's like 15 buttons here on the mouse on the side. I think this mouse was like 30 bucks or 20 bucks or something, and it's got like 3, 6, 9... No. 4, it's got 12 buttons on the side that you can press with your thumb. It's pretty sweet. I like it a lot. I like it very much. Alright. Alright, so Jayton said he got a Pixel 7. Do you like it? I don't know much about the Pixel phones. I know Max the Gamer has been using Pixel phones for a while, but... I think he said he usually goes through like one a year or something like that. He uses it for his business, I do believe. It's like his business phone or his work phone or whatever. So he says usually he replaces it once a year. I don't know if he needs to, but you know, when you're got a business phone, sometimes they do replace them often. But when it comes to phones, I don't know, the Red Magic gaming phones are pretty amazing. Now, OnePlus used to make some of the best phones on the market, and they were cheaper than everybody else. Now, unfortunately, I think the OnePlus phones are pretty much like, they're not cheap anymore. You used to be able to get a flagship phone from OnePlus for like probably 400 bucks. And I'm talking, it was better than like the $1,200 Apple phones, better than the $1,200 Samsung phones for like $400 to $500. Now the equivalent OnePlus is like 1,200 bucks. So it sucks, man. The whole point of OnePlus was for them to make affordable phones that destroyed flagships. And, you know, once they gained in popularity, then they just cranked the prices up to the same as everybody else. So, yeah. That kind of sucks, guys. CSR Monster has an iPad Pro. I don't like Apple products. It's not that they're bad. I just prefer my Androids. I don't like Apple as a company. And I think Android, you can usually get an Android for much cheaper. Wow, that's a loud plane going over there. But I just like Androids. Now, my mom's got an iPad, and every time I mess with it, I'm just like, man, there's so many things that I don't like about the way they got it laid out, and when you go into the settings and stuff, I'm not into them. But, you know, Apple makes nice stuff if you like apples. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Alright, Eddie's got a S20 Note. Personally, I'm not a tablet guy either. I like a phone, but one thing I noticed is my eyes are starting to go bad, so yeah, maybe a tablet would be nice for the big screen, but I gotta get reading glasses out now to read my phone because my eyes get all blurry. Sucks. It came out of nowhere too. Like for years and years and years, man, every time I would go get like an eye test, they would be like, you have so much better, your vision is way better than 20/20. They're like, nobody has vision like this. They're like, your vision is perfect. It's beyond perfect. I'm like, cool. And it was like that for many years. And I would say probably around, man, I don't know if it was around December or October or something. All of a sudden, one day I woke up, I'm like, huh, things are looking a little blurry today. You know, I'm like, okay, things are just a little bit blurry. I'm like, all right, I guess my eyes are looking kind of bad. And then over the next 2 to 3 months, it got worse and worse and worse and worse. And now it's like something that's like a foot in front of my face is hard to read without reading glasses. So it sucks. I don't like it. It came out of nowhere. I mean, it was just like one day it was like bam, and then it just happened. Terrible. Now, I've seen some videos and this and that claims you can actually retrain your eyes to focus on things. So I'm pretty sure that's probably bullcrap, but I might actually look that up and read about it and see if there's any truth to that. I mean, more than likely it's bullcrap. There's so many articles and, you know, companies out there just trying to get views or try to make you go into their website just so you'll read their stuff and they'll make money off the ads and crap. So a lot of those things are just people bull crapping you because they want to get views. You know what I mean? And it's terrible, especially like health stuff. There's so many people trying to scam you or bull crap you about health stuff. It's not even funny. Alright, Jatin says for photography, the Pixel phones are amazing. Why is that? Like, what's different about them? I do like me some photography, right? I'm guessing you're going to say they got just a really good camera, or is there more to it than a good camera? I'm interested to know. Lucio, how's it going? Ah, this mouse is going crazy today. Alright. I'm going to have to figure out what's up with that and do something about it. Because not now, because that'll take me like probably 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe like 2 or 3 minutes if I can find the thing I need. But what's up, Skies? How you doing today? Nice to see ya. Where we at? I lost where I was on the thing there. Do I have a live racing setup for the Senna GTR? Not necessarily. I don't remember if that one has a live racing setup, but if I happen to have a video for the car, if I had one, it would have been on the video. Not all cars have like good low performance point high evo live racing setups. Now I like the Senna, but I don't remember that having one. But yeah, if you go to YouTube and just search Danny Lighting in the name of the car, see if a video for that pops up. And if it does, if I found a live racing setup, it'll be on the video. If I didn't find a live racing setup for it, then it won't have it on the video. But that's probably the best way to check to see if one of my videos has a live racing setup. Is just search for the name of the car, and normally on the title or the thumbnail somewhere, it'll say live racing setup. If it doesn't say that on the thumbnail or the title, then I didn't find one. So that's a good way to tell before you watch the video. Now, some of my really old videos, live racing has evolved drastically over the years. So some of the older videos that I made, those type of live racing setups didn't exist back then. But over the videos I made over probably like the last 3 years or so, all have like live racing setups if I was able to find one. Alright, so Dave can't find me today. It looks like my lobby was pretty slow, actually. It doesn't look like there's a lot of people in there today. I don't know where everybody's at, but yeah. A lot of people, a lot of places that are somewhere other than my lobby. Oh, man. Alright, so Mark Bass says no live for the Senna. I didn't think so. It's a really cool looking car, but yeah, I didn't remember it having a live racing setup. L. Herbert says, anybody recommend a controller to use with the Galaxy phone? Alright, so FlyDigi makes some really interesting controllers that comes with a piece of software where even if the game does not support a Bluetooth controller, it allows you to map the buttons for any game you want. So FlyDigi makes some really awesome controllers. Or if you happen to have a Xbox controller, that will pair right to your phone. Now, I don't know about PlayStation controllers, but I would get an Xbox controller. But if you have the Xbox controller, you can only play that with games that are compatible with controllers. Now, if you get the FlyDigi, it's spelled FLYDIGI, the FlyDigi Apex controllers. come with the mapping software. I've actually got one of those. I used it for many years. It was an awesome controller. Like, most of you guys know I got like an autoimmune disease, so my hands are really messed up. So now I have a hard time playing on my phone or a controller because the tendons in my thumbs lock up. I get trigger fingering really bad. Like, my thumb was stuck like this for about 8 months. Like, I seriously couldn't unbend it last time I got the trigger finger, and it never really got better. So if I pick up my phone or a game controller, after about an hour, like my thumbs start to lock up on me again. So I just play everything with a mouse and keyboard. Now for these streams where I don't really have to do much other than tap on buttons, I play with the Xbox controller. So I mean, I can tap things, but when my thumb starts moving all over on the joysticks, that's when they start locking up on me. So, but I'm actually playing on my PC. I know the Fly Digi controller, you can set it up to work on your PC or on your phone. So that's a really cool controller. I think mine was a lot cheaper. When I bought mine, I think they were like $60. I think I had the Apex 2. Now I think they're on like the Fly Digi Apex 3 or Apex 4 controller, and the prices have gone way up, like way up. So I'm not sure if they're still affordable. I think last time we looked, they were around 90 or $100, which is crazy to me. Maybe the prices will come back down, I'm not really sure, but you can always look that up. All right. We'll do a couple more swaps here, then back out to the lobby. I don't know if it was my turn to win or lose or what, but yeah. Let's go ahead and slow down a little bit. There we go. 2 more races, then back to the lobby. Alright, so Lucio, yeah, the Mercedes F11, W11s, those cars were kind of a one-time deal, but there's a possibility that they could always bring those back out at some time. You never know when they're going to rerun an event, so they may make that car available again in the future. Now, one thing you'll notice is most cars that have purple stars, you either won that from an event, you had to buy it with real money during the event, or you beat a boss or something. So most purple star cars are not available at all times. Now, any golden star car you can pull out of a crate at any time. Only problem is we have over 1,000 cars in the game right now, so even when you get a good car from a crate, what's your chances of getting that specific car, right? Very, very, very low. So any golden star car can come out of a crate, so yeah, it's pretty hard to get the ones you want though. But when it's a purple star car, there's usually no good way to get those unless it's being featured during an event that's currently up on the map or something along the lines of that. Alright, so this will be the last race here, then back out to the lobby. But no, I wish they would kind of allow you to just go in there and buy stuff. L. Herbert, you're welcome. Yeah, Fly Digi. F-L-Y-D-I-G-I. If you find that, L. Herbert, how much are they going for nowadays? I hope they're not like crazy expensive, because I noticed the price was going up. But yeah, I love mine. You know, hold on, let me show you mine really quick. 1 second. I need to go back out to the lobby anyways, but hold on 1 second. Let me have to be right back for a second. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so let's go back to the game screen. Let me pull this up really quick. So this is my Fly Digi controller here. It's got a little thing to hold your phone. Like when you turn it on, I gotta remember how the heck do you turn it on. There's a switch somewhere. It's on the back, right? Like it's got, you can't see it because of the green screen, but it lights up different colors. But it's a really nice little controller. This is the Fly Digi Apex 2. It's got triggers up here. It's got buttons on the back. So there's 2 buttons. There's one here and one here on each side. So it's got extra buttons on the back. But this is a really cool controller. I really like this thing, man. I used to play games on my phone all the time with this. So yeah, Fly Digi Apex 2. But yeah, the green screen's messing up the colors because I currently have it set to light up in green. So you can set it to be like red or blue or yellow or whatever you want. So it's actually a pretty cool deal. But I've had this thing for years. Like, I bet I've had this for like 5 years. I'm not kidding. It still works, so it's had to have been about 5 years. All right, hold on. Let me turn this thing off and let's get back to the video game. All right, back to the game. Back to the game. There we go. Stack says, smash that like button. Yeah, smash that like, smash that subscribe. We would definitely appreciate that a lot. All right, we found Stacks and my eyeball itches. Hold on. All right, so Sam is going to go get a coffee. Bring me one. Bring me a coffee too. Please, thank you. Coffee, 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 coffee. I like some coffee, 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 coffee. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's my coffee jingle. I write jingles. They're not very good. But, hey, that was my jingle. Coffee, 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 coffee. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, man. I'm redonkulous sometimes. All right. McGill says, already halfway through my cup of coffee. I've probably had 2 to 3 cups of coffee this morning while I was working on my video for the War Robots channel. Then I got me a nice little shower. Then I was like, oh, gotta get the live stream started. So yeah, I'm addicted to coffee. It kind of sucks, but I am very addicted to coffee. I wish I weren't, but I am. So it is what it is, I suppose. You really shouldn't drink more than 2 to 3 cups of coffee per day, they say. I think 2 to 3 cups throughout the day is fine, but they say if you drink more than that, it might actually shrink your brain. Now, is that true? I have no idea. But they do say that coffee might shrink your brain. Dave Black says, amen, coffee. But I'll tell you what, you want to know what will wake you up more than a cup of coffee? If you go out and get some like ground up cayenne pepper, like people usually buy that for spices to put in their food when they cook. So you can get like powdered cayenne pepper. So take like a teaspoon of that, or maybe a little less. A teaspoon might be a little bit much. All right, put some warm water in your coffee cup. Like, just put some regular water in your coffee cup. Throw it in the microwave for 1 minute. Put a teaspoon or so of that ground up cayenne pepper powder in there. Mix it up. I'm going to tell you what, that'll clear up your sinuses and you will be like wide awake. I should probably do that before the live streams, because I'm telling you what, that will wake you up more than a coffee. It's actually really good for you and probably better for you than a coffee, honestly. Eddie says, I need coffee. Fox says, I can't, addicted to coffee again. It messed up my sleep schedule. What, were you drinking it in the evenings? So basically, I try to have like a couple cups of coffee in the morning and then maybe like 1 in the afternoon. You know what I mean? I try not to have it throughout the day all the time. Like I'll get up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. almost every morning. I sit down, I start working on my videos. And I normally have 2 to 3 cups of coffee in the morning. And then usually around like maybe like 4 or 5 o'clock, I'll pour like half a cup of coffee and have like a half of one or something during the evening. But as long as I go to bed at 9, so as long as I don't have it after like 7, I'm fine. Coffee doesn't really keep me awake, I guess. I can probably chug a cup of coffee and go right to sleep. So yeah, coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I like me some coffee. Oh wait, I'm supposed to lose this one, so let me slow down a bunch. Yeah, I'm a big fan of coffee. CSR Monster says, I just drink 1 cup a day. That's probably smart. I try to do that, but I'm addicted. I just want more. I'm like, more coffee, more coffee, more coffee. And then I have way too much. Between 80 and 140 bucks. That's kind of expensive. Like I said, when I bought mine, it was 60 bucks, I think. It might have been 40 bucks. It was somewhere between $40 and $60 when I bought my FlyDigi Apex 2, so I don't know. I mean, 90 to 140 bucks for a game controller, that's a lot of money. I mean, I think these Xbox controllers are what? These are like 40 bucks here. Last time I looked, they weren't that expensive. Only thing is, I don't think you can map an Xbox controller to any game, so. CSR2 Dominic says, I don't drink coffee, I drink tea. I'm not a tea person. I do like chamomile tea because they say it'll make you sleep well, but yeah. I don't know, I've never really been a tea person. Some people like tea, but not to me. I don't like a tea. I used to try and drink green tea, but for some reason, I don't feel good after I drink a cup of green tea. It's supposed to be super, super good for you, but for some reason, I'm just like, ugh, like I feel it upsets my stomach. Maybe I'm making it too strong, I'm not sure. Alright, let's go do one more race here, then we'll go back out to the lobby. I think I'm about out of gas anyway. Alright, so Splat's going to head out. Thanks for stopping by, Splat. Have an awesome day, buddy. We will catch you later. Alright, here we go. Let's just go run nice and slow. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Alright, I lost, guys. I lost. It was terrible. It was terrible. I lost. Alright, let me get some more gas. Thank you for the swap stacks. Definitely appreciate that. So, by the way, what's the story behind your name, Stacks Fetty? There's a game on, there's a PC game called War Robots Frontiers, and I'm pretty sure there's a robotic character, not a real player, but one of the bots, like the AI characters, called Stacks Fetty in the game. So, I'm guessing there must be some sort of story behind that name. I never looked it up, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was called in that game. Pretty sure it was named Stacks Fetty, so I'm guessing is that like something from a movie, or what is it? Whoa! Hey man, you got the wrong car. Wait a second, what happened? That said it was CSR. Is that Melon? What? I don't understand what just happened. It said I was about to race CSR Monster, and then we clicked on it and it was a different car, and it looks like that's Melon. What the heck happened? I think this game is malfunctioning. I don't know what just happened. That was freaking weird. CSR Monster says Big Macs in Colorado are $15. It's not even worth $2, man. Big Macs. That's what I say. That is Melon. The game malfunctioned or something. I don't understand what just happened there, but alright. We're racing Melon. So just a Big Mac by itself is $15 there? That's ridiculous. I don't know what they cost here, but I don't think they're $15. I mean, that's horrible. That's horrible. Miguel says the lobbies today are odd. Yeah, the lobbies do seem a little strange lately. Even the last couple of months, I noticed the lobbies seem different for some reason. I don't know why or what they're doing to it, but I do notice something's been a little bit different on the lobbies the last couple of months. But yeah, it's odd. Hey, Circuit Sash, how's it going? Nice to see you today. Glad you're enjoying the videos. Yeah, thanks for watching them, everybody, and thanks for hanging out with me on the live stream. I definitely appreciate you guys a lot. Alright, I think it's my turn to lose, so let me go ahead and slow down a little bit and a little bit more, and let's go real slow across that finish line. Fox says, I guess Stacks like stacking a lot of money. Stacks, yeah, you're welcome, buddy. Awesome swaps, my friend. Guy says, having a cup of tea gets him relaxed. What kind of tea do you drink? Some tea is supposed to make you relaxed. I guess it depends on what it is, but... Connection error. Oh no, we lost connection to the servers. Alright, so the good news is, for those of you who were trying to get into my lobby, I'll probably be going into a new lobby because it just kicked me out of mine, so, yeah. That sucks. That sucks. I don't like it much. I don't like it much at all. But we got 4 tailpipes on this beast. Coming out the back. At least I think those are tailpipes, right? Alright, let's go back into another lobby since we lost connection. Alright, back into the live racing. So let's see what we get here. This looks like a pretty full lobby. I see Guy. It's a somewhat full lobby. But I noticed the lobby seems smaller. I wonder if they've shrank the amount of people allowed into a lobby, because you used to have like 20, 30, 40 people in some of these lobbies, I think. Now it looks like you might have, what, like 10 people in here? I do think maybe they've changed the lobbies limits. I don't know. If so, that makes it harder to find people. I'm not sure. Honestly, though, I don't really think they want you finding yourself or your buddies and swapping. I think they're intentionally trying to make that harder for people to do, which kind of sucks. Alright, here we go. Alright, let me read the comments again after this race. Oh, that Nova got me too. He got me, I think. Yep, he got me. I'm going to slow down. Alright, so Secret said I was just about to rewatch your video on how to drive the F5 concept. I think I got a decent tune for staying at threshold. Yeah, you know, that's actually a really nice car. I love the F5 concepts. Like, that's a really, really, really good car, actually. I like it very much. CSR Monster says a bottle of water is $2.50. Yeah, I mean, bottles of water, if you buy them in packs, like if you go to like Sam's Club or something, I think you can buy a big giant pack of water for not that much. But if you go out and you just buy like a single bottle of water at the store, it's freaking expensive. Just like if you go to the store and you buy a 2-liter of soda, right? Sometimes you can get it for 99 cents, but if you buy a 20 ounce, that 20 ounce is what, like $1.50, $1.75 now? So I don't know. When you're just buying single bottles of pop or bottles of water, they're ripping you off, I think. TS, how you doing? Nice to see ya. Ryan, how's it going? All right, here we go. My turn to win this time. 3, 2, 1, go. I think I was supposed to win the last race too, but I slowed down. I wasn't paying attention, so. I'll tell you what, that Nova's a beast. I mean, that Nova could easily destroy my car if it wanted to. So he's either got that thing tuned really, really well, or it's just a beast, one or the other. Oh, I didn't run a very good time either. I ran 11.3s. Why am I running slow? I should be running 11.2s. I might need to check the tune on this car, or maybe the way I'm driving it or something, because it's driving kind of crappy. CSR Monster says, I live in Colorado where things are crazy expensive. Alright, we disconnected. Not today got me. Yeah, I mean, do jobs pay a lot of money when you live in Colorado? But I've noticed some parts of the world things are way more expensive, and I don't know why that is. I'm not sure why things cost so much more in some places. It'd be nice if they kind of, you know, the living like wages and everything were the same everywhere. Alright, there we got 11.1. So he got me. Let's see if he wants to swap. Alright, so I don't know anything about the rookie pass. All I know is there's a rookie pass coming out, but I've got zero details on what it is yet. I don't know when that's going to be coming out. I think it was supposed to come out this season, but that doesn't mean it's going to. We know it's coming out sometime soon, but yeah, I don't really know anything about it. I haven't found any good information on the rookie pass yet to let you guys know exactly what it is. CSR Monster says I get $17 an hour. So you're telling me you would basically have to work an hour just to buy a Big Mac? I would not buy a Big Mac. I mean, I don't know. 17 hour is decent, you know, but not if a Big Mac is 15 bucks. That's all I'm going to say. Now, 10 years ago, when I was making like 15 bucks an hour driving a truck for FedEx, you know, that 15 bucks was enough to live off of somewhat comfortably. You weren't really like, oh no, how am I going to pay my bills? But you didn't have a lot of extra either. You know what I mean? You weren't out driving a fancy car, you know, stuff like that. So, but in this day's economy though, things have gotten so much more expensive. It's terrible. Like you almost have to make like 20 bucks an hour, I think, to really get anywhere. I don't know. 17 might be okay for you. I'm not really sure. But I'm guessing you probably got to pinch some pennies here and there. But no, I mean, the cost of living goes up, but people aren't really getting paid anymore. And that's kind of a problem. Like, the wages need to go up with the cost of living. That's the way it used to work for many, many years. I think around like the 2000s hit, and next thing you know, inflation went crazy, and people weren't getting the money they needed to go along with the inflation. Like, it's kind of weird how that worked. CSR Monster says 17 is fine for me. Good. Good. I think I make between $2 and $3 per hour on YouTube. Now, if I spent less time on it, I would make more per hour, but I probably spend way more time. I mean, I sometimes spend 2 to 4 hours a day just answering people's questions on the comments. So that adds a lot of extra time in there, you know what I mean? If I were to cut that out, I guess my hourly wage from YouTube would be a little more. Eddie worked for Mills something for 30 years. That's a long time, man. The little heart's in the way, so I don't know what you're saying there. You worked in mills for 30 years. What are mills? Like lumber mills? Grain mills? I don't know. But I worked in a lot of restaurants, and I've driven delivery trucks. Those were the main two things I did when I was younger. And then the autoimmune disease kicked up, and now I can't do much of anything. I have a hard time doing the YouTube stuff, honestly, which is pretty bad. It's bad when you make video games for a living, or not make them, but play video games for a living, and make videos about it, and it's pretty bad when that's kind of hard for you to do, so. Autoimmune diseases. Hate them. It would be nice if I could sit in a chair all day like a normal person. Like right now I lay down. Like I lay down for the streams because I can't sit in a chair. In the morning I can sit in the chair for a couple hours. After that I'm pretty much like I can't sit down the rest of the day, or everything just spasms up and nerve pains start shooting everywhere. So it's not fun. But it is what it is, I guess. L. Herbert says, any more updates on CSR3? Nope. No more updates on CSR3. We just know it's probably not going to come out for another year. Right now, it's still in alpha testing. Then eventually it goes to beta testing. Then eventually when they say, hey, we're ready, then they release it for everybody. But we don't really know when that's going to be. CSR Dominic says, bro, why am I always losing on live races? Am I cheating you out of wins, my friend? I guess I must be. I'm sorry. I was not paying much attention. So here, let me run nice and slow for a few races. Paul says, I own my own enclosed car hauling company. Did direct business with McLaren. Then I started having seizures. Oof, that sucks, man. That really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Health problems are not much fun. Are you, do you still have the business? Do you have somebody else running it for you, or? I hope you do. I'm sorry if you hear these really loud people that seem to be right outside of my bedroom door talking. I don't know if you guys hear them or not, but I'm guessing you do, because they're coming in loud and clear in here for me. Paul says they won't let me drive now. Yeah, I have an aunt with epilepsy and she's not allowed to drive, so I understand that, but hope you got somebody driving for you, my friend. That's what I probably would have tried to do, is hired somebody to drive the trucks for you, if you could. Oh man, it sucks when health problems mess you up. It really does. That's the one thing. I wish people didn't have health problems. Like, imagine if people didn't have problems like that, right? We're poorly made. You know, people are poorly made. That's the way I look at it. We got all kinds of issues, and it sucks. It sucks big time. CSR Monster says he has an autoimmune disease. Yeah, that's not fun either, man. They haven't really pinpointed mine. They just see that my blood tests say, hey, your immune system's attacking your body, but they're telling me, we think you have something called stiff man syndrome or stiff person syndrome, but there's no test that actually confirms that, so that sucks, but that's what they think I have. Basically, I've had 3 different doctors say, we think you have stiff man syndrome. Like, okay. But that's all they can really tell me. That's the crazy thing about autoimmune disease. They can see in my blood work that I've got these antibodies that mean, yeah, your muscles are attacking your immune system's attacking your nerves and your muscles, but we can't really pinpoint why, because I guess there's thousands of really rare autoimmune diseases, and a lot of them there's no actual test. They can just kind of say, yep, we think you have this, and I guess that's the best they can give you for some of them. Now, if you got something like lupus or MS or whatever, they can run tests to confirm that. Like, they originally thought I had lupus, but I started testing positive for all these tests that pointed to lupus. So then they started running specific lupus tests. They're like, no, it's not lupus, it's something else. And I don't know, it's just been, it's been crappy, because, yeah, it's crappy. I hate it. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. William D says if you make $17 an hour, it costs your employer at least $34 an hour to have you there. The customer has to pay $50 an hour in order to purchase your services and or goods. Yeah, you know, I don't know. It's crazy. It's all crazy. Everything's crazy. The way that the economy's run and jobs are run and everything, it's just nuts. One of the problems is health insurance and stuff like that, right? Your employer's got to pay for your health insurance. They got to pay for your workers' compensation. They got to pay for this. So all that crap makes it way more expensive for an employer to hire somebody. And that's no fun. But yeah, all that stuff, just everything's messed up these days. Alright, so I think we've been swapping for a while. I've been really busy talking and not paying too much attention about the racing. So, Dominic, I hope I didn't cheat you out of too many races, my friend. If I did, I apologize. Alright, let's see. Is this actually him? Okay, this time it is him. Perfect. Oh no. The button's not working. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. We got some major lag or something going on right now, and I don't appreciate it. 3, 2, 1, go. Second to nitrous, third, fourth, fifth, sixth gear. Do 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 do. We got him. We got him. We got him. William D says my biggest expense is Uncle Sam. Yeah, I believe that. Hot Dog says you should do voiceovers, Danny. You have a good voice for that. So here's the problem with voice acting, right? A lot of people think all you got to do is get a script and read it off. But when you get a voice acting gig, they're going to say, hey, we want you to speak in a way that's going to provoke emotions for somebody that's in the 15 to 19-year-old range. Or they might say, we need you to read this off in a way it's going to provoke emotion for somebody who's in the 40 to 60-year-old age range. And they want you to sometimes read it in specific accents. They want you to put certain emotions into it. They might want you to sound sad. You have to have extremely good acting skills. So when you read off that script, you have to be able to act and put the emotions and the inflections and everything else they want into it, plus make it sound natural. If it sounds unnatural or forced or whatever, back in the day they used to want people that did that announcer voice. Now they want it to sound like a natural conversation, but a little more professional. Getting gigs for voice acting sucks, and a couple of websites opened up. All right, I've been trying to get into voice acting for a while, and it's really messed up. There's these sites like voices.com and whatever the other one is, and you actually have to pay to be on those sites several hundred, like a couple $100 a month. And that's where all these voice acting people, there's thousands of people on there, thousands of people applying for like the auditions and trying to get these gigs. And 90% of them never get a freaking gig, yet they're paying like $200 a month to be on there. And then some of them are having like deals where if you pay like $1,000 a month to be on there, they will let you see the voice acting auditions first before anybody else does. And if that people, it's horrible. It's turned into a pay-to-play nightmare for voice actors. So voice acting is not easy to get gigs anymore. Ever since COVID hit, everybody wanted to become a voice actor, and those websites screwed everything up for voice actors. So right now it's almost impossible to get gigs unless you're like one of those top voice actors or you're just like super good at it. I wish it weren't like that, but unfortunately it is. But, yeah, if you want to do movie trailers, you have to actually hire an agent. You can't get into movie trailers without an agent nowadays. Video game work is the same thing. If you're doing voiceover for video games, you're not going to get into that without an agent. But if you're doing like radio commercials and TV commercials, you pretty much have to join one of those pay-to-play websites that charge you a freaking fortune. It's terrible. Like I know some professional voice actors. I mean, the one guy gets gigs for like Crayola, Lego. I mean, he's getting the big gigs, and he's got to go over there and use one of those pay-to-play sites. It's awful. It's awful what they're doing with it. I don't know. But yeah, I would love to do voiceover work. I mean, the other problem is you have to have a properly sound-treated room. Like, I got my room sound-treated pretty well, but you'll still notice, like, especially like right now, like I'm a little further away from the microphone than normal, just to kind of get it out of the camera for the live stream. But you notice there's reverb, right? There's a little reverb. Even when I'm at my desk and I got the microphone real nice and close, there's always a little reverb coming back in. And if you have any reverb whatsoever, they throw out your audition. You almost have to spend $2,000 or $3,000 building a vocal booth in order to, meet the requirements that they want. It's crazy. Being a voice actor is crazy. It's very expensive. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I would love to be able to get into that, but I've actually sent in a couple of auditions here and there, but never really got any good gigs. Now, you can sign up for like Fiverr or one of those places, but you barely make any money off of that. Like, if I went over to Fiverr, I could guarantee I could get hired, but they're going to be like, oh yeah, we'll pay you like $10 to do this voice acting thing, right? Maybe $20 if you're lucky. It sucks. It sucks trying to get into that these days. Everything's all messed up with it. Paw Dog said I would contact Universal Studios. They're definitely not going to hire me. Paw Dog says the mics are expensive for sure. Actually, the microphone's not as important as you might think. Like, the microphone I'm using right now, if this were in a properly sound-treated room and I was the correct distance from it, this little $150 microphone, the $250 microphone, sounds just as good. No, it sounds about 90% as good as a $1,200 mic that most voice actors use. Put it that way. Once you get into the more expensive microphones, they're seriously only like a little bit better than the cheaper microphones. I mean, if you buy a mic in the $200 to $500 price range, it's probably going to be about 90% as good as like the $1,200 or the $3,000 microphone. So if you spend $200 or $300 on a mic, you're probably getting something that sounds really good. You don't necessarily need to have a crazy expensive microphone, but you do need to be recording in a room that's got proper sound treatment. That's one of the most important things. You could take one of those $3,000 microphones into a crappy room that's noisy, or like just a room that's got no furniture, no sound treatment, it's got a lot of echo. That $3,000 microphone will sound like trash in a improper room, but you can take a $200 microphone into a proper room and it's going to sound way better than that expensive microphone in a bad room. So the room's actually more important than the microphone, but you almost have to build your own vocal booth. Like, I don't really have any way to build a vocal booth, right? I stay in a house where I just have a bedroom here. It's like a 10-foot by 12-foot bedroom. It's packed full of all my stuff, and I really have no way to do it, though. Hot Dog says it can sound as good, I agree, but the way the compression happens is better. I'm not sure what you mean by that, my friend. Because generally when you're adding compression, you're using a plugin or something, right? You're using a compressor plugin. And when you're doing voiceover, you're not using the compressor to change the way your voice sounds. You're just trying to make sure the louder parts and the quieter parts. You want a transparent compression for voiceover. Like, I learned I should actually do some audio engineering for voiceover because I've learned all about it. Like, I've been taught by some professional audio engineers how to audio engineer voiceovers. But you want a very transparent compression. Like, you don't want the compression to sound... You don't want to sound like Howard Stern or a radio announcer where it's overly compressed. You don't want to sound like Joe Rogan. You want your voice to sound natural for a voiceover. So what you want to do is you're only trying to use enough EQ to remove any bad frequencies out of the room, or maybe correct a couple of room problems. You want to use just enough compression to where it's only controlling the peaks, so you don't have the louder and the quieter parts. You're basically just using it to transparently change the dynamic range, and then you use your limiter to get yourself up there. And if you have like harsh S sounds, you want to run your de-esser or whatever. But yeah, over the last couple years, I've been learning a lot about audio engineering for voiceover. Now, I used to do a lot of it for music back in the day, but it's funny how different audio engineering is for music compared to spoken word. Like, it's completely different. CSR Monster says, sorry, I disconnected. It's cool, man. Honestly, I've probably been very bad at keeping track of what's going on the screen. I'm just sitting here going off about audio stuff, and I apologize. You probably don't even care. You guys probably don't even care about that. All right, so Zachariah, how's it going? Nice to see ya. Where am I at? Okay, let's get some more of this. All right, back to the lobby, I guess. Okay. I'm sorry, everybody. Whoa! Did we just move to a new lobby? Because there's two of these dragon guys. All right, T-Bone is going to try to race me. All right, Mr. T-Bone. Let's go do it. Let's go do it to it. Zachariah, I'm doing good, buddy. Thank you. 2, 1, go. Second nitrous, third, fourth, fifth, sixth gear. No. Yeah. But I will say one last thing, though. If you can afford a $1,200 microphone, you know, if you do get a voice acting gig, usually they would prefer that's what you used. So if you can afford it, yeah, you want to get the good microphone and sound treat your room properly. But a lot of people can't really afford both, you know what I mean? Andrew says, what car would I like to be in the game? Let's see, what car would I like to have in the game? Ooh, you know what? I think one of the original Mini Coopers. Like the original Mini Coopers, guys, from like the 70s or whatever they were from. I mean, we got the new Mini Cooper made by BMW, but I would love to see one of the originals. Only thing is that would probably be like a lower tier car. I want a tier 4 Mini Cooper from 72 or something, 76. I'm not even sure what year they made those things, but you guys know what I mean. That would be super cool to have, actually. Alright, so Zachariah says I got 52 million game cash. Not bad. Hot Dog says, can I pick a car too, Andrew? Yeah, what car would you guys like to see in the game? Yeah, let us know in the comments, what cars would you guys like to see in the game? That'll be kind of fun. We'll see everybody's different opinions on the cars they would like. Tommy, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, like Mr. Bean's Mini Cooper, but with a body kit. We used to have this old guy. He must have been like in his 70s. And he actually had a Mini Cooper with a body kit. This thing was a little tuner car. It was amazing. This old guy would drive it around all the time. We'd be like, this dude is awesome. I mean, that guy must have been in his 60s or 70s driving that little tuner Cooper around. It was so freaking cool. Like, after seeing that, man, I fell in love with those cars. I'm not really sure whatever happened to that car, but man, it was just beautiful. It was beautiful. I don't know what kind of body kit he had on it, but man, it was freaking cool. I've always wanted one after that. Like me and my ex-girlfriend, though, we almost bought a Mini Cooper one day, except for the fact that when we looked under it, the frame was pretty much completely rusted out and ready to break, so we didn't end up buying it. But if the frame would have been in good shape, I would have actually probably owned the Mini Cooper, like an original, more original one. But those were so cool. Alright, so Paul wants a Tarzan, what? I don't know what that is, man. A Tarzan Yamanda Crawford Subaru station wagon? What is that? The only part I understand is Subaru and station wagon out of that. I don't know what you're talking about there. Is that some sort of like thing like Rocket Bunny or whatever you want to call it? Like Rocket Bunny or Pandem or Liberty Walk? Hey, we got Max the Gamer in the house. What's up, Mr. Max? How you doing today, my friend? Max the Gamer's here. Alright, so now we're gonna race his other account. Cool. I don't know if that's the same guy or just two people from the same crew, but either way, I raced one, now I'm racing the other one, I think. Pretty sure. Go, 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 go! Yes, got it. If you guys are not familiar with Max the Gamer, check out Max. Max has a really awesome YouTube channel. Fox says, Rowan and Atkinson. I almost need my glasses for that one too. Used to race the Mini Cooper. That car is a beast in its class. Yeah, they are pretty cool. They are super cool, actually. Zachariah said he'd like to see the Ford GT90 concept car. Max wants a Vector W12. How much cash have I spent on CSR2 racing? All right, so I've been playing the game for 7 years, right? About 7 years now. And we figured out I've probably averaged about $50 to $60 per year spent on the game. So 50 to 60 bucks a year. I mean, that's what, like $5 or $6 a month, roughly, maybe less. So yeah, I probably spend 50 or 60 bucks. I probably buy maybe 3 cars per year on this game is what it's averaged out to. Alright, so Monziger would like to see a police interceptor in the game. Yeah, you know, that might be kind of cool. I don't think a lot of people would want to race against a police car because they'd be afraid they were going to get pulled over. Yeah. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's not really what most people would think, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. Tommy says real money. What about real money? William D wants a Yugo with a rocket strapped on the top of it. Well, they do have a Fiero with a rocket strapped on top of it, so that's kind of close, right? Alright, so William D says, Eddie, it's a money pit. This game can be a money pit if you let it be. So you got 2 choices. Just do all the little daily stuff and don't worry about the paid stuff. Or do all the paid stuff and spend a fortune all the time. You know, those are the choices. If you play the game long enough and you're patient, you can do all kinds of stuff without spending a dime. You can do all kinds of stuff without spending a dime. But most people aren't that patient and they get in there and they spend a lot of money. I can't afford to spend a lot of money, so I don't. Now, I probably would spend more on the game if I could afford it. If YouTube paid us more, you'd be amazed. 250,000 views or whatever every month doesn't pay as much as you would think it does on YouTube. But yeah, I probably get about 250,000 views on average on YouTube. I think YouTube says the views have gone down a little bit lately, but pretty sure I usually average around 250,000 views per month, guys. That's a lot. But I would have thought that kind of views would have brought in like a few $1,000s a month, but it doesn't. Wish it did. That would be super nice. But I think you got to get like huge amounts of views, right? You got to get huge amounts of views. But the good thing about this channel is I get people watching new videos. I got people watching old videos. So, you know, I may only get about 1,000 views, 1,500 views, a couple thousand views when I release a new video. But over time, you know, a lot of those older videos continue to get view after view after view. So that's kind of a cool deal. That's probably why I get so many views, is there's a lot of people watching the old tutorial videos. So how to drive videos get views year after year. The old tutorial videos get view year after year, you know what I mean? But if this game had a bigger following on YouTube, man, I can't even imagine how many views I would be getting per month. But this game doesn't have a huge following on YouTube, unfortunately. Paw Dog, here's the problem with CSR3. When that game comes out, I'm going to be starting from scratch. I'm going to have to figure out how to play it, how everything works. I mean, when I started playing this game, it probably took me a good 6 to 8 months to really understand everything and start getting a decent collection of cars and what I needed to start making videos. So when CSR3 comes out, man, we're not going to know anything about it. I mean, I've got a bad feeling it's going to be one of those games where if you don't spend any money, you're not going to get anywhere. So I'm a little worried that I'm not going to be able to make CSR3 videos, or won't be able to afford it, or I don't know. That worries me a little bit. I mean, I'm not even sure if CSR3 is going to be a popular game. I need to clear my throat. Hold on a second. Let me pause this. All right, I am officially unmuting the microphone. If you guys would have had to have heard that, you probably would have left. Paw Dogs, you can help us figure it out. Yeah, but man, it might take a little while for me to figure it out. I don't know. I mean, it might be super simple and easy for me to figure out, or it might be like super complicated. I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to have the same game mechanics as this. I think it's going to be very different. My guess, if there's live racing in the lobbies are going to be different. The way to tune your car. I mean, I don't think it's going to be anything like this game. I think it's going to be like picking up a brand new game you've never played before and just trying to figure it out like right then and there, right? So we'll find out, I guess. We will find out. The Dog Father says, I will play CSR2 until it completely dead. Not getting into CSR3. Spent way too much time to start from scratch. I know what you're saying, my man. My guess is, though, eventually they're probably going to leave this game up and leave the servers up, but I think they're eventually going to stop adding new cars and new events to the game. I mean, it's probably going to be to the point where you're going to be able to go in there and live race, maybe do showdowns, and then do your normal daily stuff, but I bet they stop adding events and new cars and everything else. We'll find out. We'll find out. Maybe they'll keep both games alive, because I think CSR3 is going to be very different than 2, so maybe they'll keep both games going. We just don't know. We just don't know. Alright. Ah, crap. My launch button didn't work. So, Zachariah, you're saying it doesn't have pink slips? Honestly, I don't think I would really want a game that does have pink slips. I don't want to race other people for their cars, because I don't know. I mean, you spend a lot of time playing and earning resources and gaining your stuff. Then you race somebody for a chance to lose it, who may have found some sort of way to cheat you out of a car or something. You know what I mean? I wouldn't trust pink slips. But I see a lot of people saying, I'm not going to play CSR3. And, you know, I don't blame you. I mean, I'm not even sure if I want to play it. I'm going to look at it. When it goes live, I will try it out. I'll take a look at it. I mean, I'll probably still, if CSR2 keeps going the way it goes, I'm probably going to try to, you know, keep doing what I'm doing on CSR. Maybe make like 2 videos a week for CSR3. The rest of the week, keep up with the CSR2 stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, but... What's up, Jerry? He says, for all beginners, join my crew. So Jerry's trying to find a beginner's crew, I guess. So Jerry, good luck on that. My friend, if anybody needs a crew, contact Jerry right there. He says, PM my WhatsApp. Alright, so we don't know what your WhatsApp is, my friend. I'm not sure if you're able to post that in here, are you? Are you trying to post a link? I don't think YouTube lets you post links, unfortunately, in a live stream. So if you're trying to post a link, maybe see if there's another way to... Maybe they can search for you on there. I don't know. Let us know what your WhatsApp name is. I don't know how WhatsApp works, so I can't really tell you. Paw Dog said he wished we had the option. Do you know how many people would down-tune cars and cheat everybody out? The new players would lose all their cars to down-tuners in this game. I don't know about other games, but in this particular game, the way the tuning works and the way some cars can be tuned, I think there would be all these like jerks out there intentionally tuning a car to go destroy new players and steal all their cars just because they thought it was fun or funny. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, those kind of people exist in the world, and you know they would be doing it. You know they would be doing it. Hey Brian, what's going on, man? Brian Hewitt, hello, hello. I probably missed saying hello to some of you guys. I've been paying more attention to myself talking than anything else today. Oh, man. So, Fox, are you liking CSR2? Sounds like Fox is currently playing it. I don't really know anything about it other than, you know, a couple of videos I've seen here and there. To me, it looks boring, but... To me, it looks very boring, but, you know, to each their own. Everybody likes different things. Alright, so Zachariah, a tier 5 car to stage 5 will cost you roughly about 7 million game cash. So 7, 14, 21, 28. So I would say somewhere between 8 and 10 cars probably. You would probably be able to get 8 to 10 cars up to stage 5. Zachariah says, yep, CSR2 is boring. Looks boring. So Paw Dog says, I enjoy trying to find the cars, trying to rip off the new guys, and then I like to hustle them. So you must have like a crazy good car. My guess is most of the guys that are doing that kind of know which cars to avoid racing, because let's just say you had a Tuatara and you set that thing up to destroy everybody. I'm guessing anybody who knows how down tuning works would know to avoid racing the Tuatara. I would think. I might be wrong, but yeah, it's about 7 million game cash to max out a tier 5 car. That's getting up to stage 5, installing your stage 6 parts, and fitting all the fusions is roughly 7 million, right? 7 million-ish. I think a tier 4 car is around 4 million-ish. My dog says, I learned car setup from you. Nice, nice. I don't really teach people how to down tune cars though, because I think those are unfair tunes. I wouldn't be surprised if I did have a video somewhere on down tuning, but it's not something I really promote because I know a lot of people will misuse a down tune. I mean, down tunes are great for certain things, but a lot of people do misuse them intentionally to kind of rip off others, and I don't like that. I think everybody should have fair tunes that are beatable, but do well. Like my live racing tunes are definitely beatable. You're going to go in there and you're going to win most races. I mean, there are going to be some cars capable of beating you, or you're going to find other people that really know what they're doing on tuning that can beat you, but you'll usually win 60 to 80% of the live races just racing random people with my tunes. But they're not like the unstoppable tunes that some people use. I don't really show people those type of tunes, even though I know how to tune some cars for that. I don't want to put that out there. I don't want to be responsible for showing somebody how to rip off the new players. You know what I mean? That's not right. Like, the only time I think down tunes are good were for when Showdown was around, when they changed the matchmaking for a while and it went by the dyno time. The only way to do good on the Showdown was to down tune. So down tunes were good for those type of showdowns. Everybody was doing it. And for something like a supply cup, like let's just say you're doing a supply cup with a slower car that won't beat the dyno time. So for supply cups, there's two ways to win. Number one is your car is really fast, or if you have a slower car with not too many parts on it, if you can figure out how to tune it to beat the dyno, that car will beat the supply cups even if it's slow. So really fast or a proper tune will get you through supply cups. So down tuning is great. Let's just say you had a car that only had like some stage 3 parts on it, maybe a couple stage 4 parts. and it wasn't fast enough to win the supply cups easily. If you found a tune to beat the dyno, then it would start beating the supply cups easily. So anyways, I'm just rambling on at this point. Fox says, I down-tuned my F5 Roadster. Jesus. That would probably be a beast down tune. I mean, I don't know what that car does down tune, but as good as that car is, without a down tune on like the low performance point high evo tune, I can't even imagine what that car would do on a down tune. Down tunes and the low performance point high evo are two very different things. Down tunes generally beat the dyno time by like 2 or sometimes 20 seconds. Nigel, how's it going? Awesome to see ya. Thanks for coming out today. He says, I'm 8 pulls with no success. Ah, you're trying to get the darn Jaguar, I take it. The Jaguar. You know, some seasons Donna's really good to us. Other seasons Donna's just like, nope. Nope. Ain't here to help you out at all. And then it takes like, it sucks when Donna's got to be like that. And unfortunately, she's like that somewhat often. I am getting mighty hungry, guys and gals. Seems like about this time every day I start talking about food during the live stream. Oh man, we got 20 minutes left until I get to end this thing and go make me some tater tots, because I'm in the mood for some tater tots, but I'm hungry. Very hungry. Hot Dog says, we all know not to erase cache with the F5s and Tuatars. Unfortunately, some people don't, you know. A lot of new players have no idea that they're going to raise that thing, and it's going to stomp them. I should actually make another video. I should probably periodically make a video about that. But like, hey, this is why it's not a good idea to bet $200,000 on a race. It's been a while since I made a video announcing that. I mean, I'm sure some players that do that will get mad at me, but I think the new players that don't want to get cheated out would really appreciate it. All right, Guy, thank you for the swaps, buddy. William D says, I hate down tunes. Yeah, I don't like them either. Personally, I have the last time I really down tuned a car was probably recently there was a car that basically had a natural down tune. I forget which one it was. So I did mention that on the video because if you fit that to stage 5, the normal tune for it was a down tune, I believe. Something like that. I can't remember what the circumstances were on that, but I said, yeah, when this car does this, and I said, avoid live racing this car. I think it was that Coenseg, wasn't it? The new Coenseg? Not 100% sure, but that had a crazy down tune that everybody's going to find because it's not like a specific way to down tune it. It just down tunes like easily. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to put that in the video because people need to know not to race this thing. But you don't even have to try to down tune that car. You just adjust your transmission and bam, it does it for you, basically. Happy, yeah, the Indy truck is definitely a big dyno beater. That's a pretty interesting car, actually. There's not a lot of people in my lobby today, I guess. If nobody, let's see if anybody else picks me up. All right, there we got somebody. Haven't raised him yet. Somebody from Primal. Was it the Maserati? It might have been. William D said it was the Maserati. I got a very bad memory. I know it was one of the recent cars that we've gotten in the last couple of months. Months? Had a really crazy down tune, and I think the maxed out tune, if all you had to do was fit the parts back to stage 5, and the maxed out tune was a down tune once you downgraded the parts a little bit. So it was crazy. Hey, we got Goku Vegeta. How you doing today? Awesome to see ya. Max says Ferrari Legend is good for Tempest 2, the rest not so much, although the ceiling in the F1 would easily beat Tier 5 properly fusion and build. I don't like most Legend cars, right? The problem with the Legends cars, though, is like a Legend... What am I talking about? Hold on. Let me get my bearings together because... Alright, here's the problem with things like Legends cars for a brand new player. If you're new to the game and you're trying to pick like a Tier 2 car to do Legends... Oh my god. To do Tempest... If you're trying to pick a Tier 2 car to do Tempest, and you choose a Legends car, there we go. Now I got it out right this time. Now you're going to have to put all those tokens and extra upgrades into that car. You know, you don't have to do that with regular cars, so I don't know. It's kind of a pain in the butt. The Legends Ferrari is awesome for Tempest, but you do have to put some of those elite upgrades onto it as well, so that's one thing you need to know. It will require a few elite upgrades. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can do it without the elite upgrades. Max would probably know a little bit better on that than I do because I don't like the Legends cars. I don't really use the Legends cars. So Max, how many elite tokens do you need to put into that Ferrari? A couple, a bunch, a whole bunch, none at all? I'm guessing you probably remember the answer to that because I don't. Yeah, Max says a down tune is misunderstood a lot, is more of an Evo drop Dino Buster. Yeah, generally when you down tune a car, you lose most of your Evo points or all of your Evo points. So it'll beat the crap out of somebody in live racing, but it's not going to earn any respect points either. The only thing good for a down tune is to beat the dyno time, but it kills everything else. The car will be slow, it won't earn respect points, it'll just beat people in live racing or beat the dyno by a lot. What's up, Mike? How you doing today? Awesome to see ya. Thanks for coming by. The Dogfather says, I love Legends, but I also love the classic cars. See, the problem with Legends, though, I did not enjoy restoring the cars, and I don't like the fact that you also got to put those tokens into them, so I'd rather save my tokens to put into my Elite Tuners cars. That's just me, though. I mean, some people love the Legends stuff. But the other thing about the Legends cars is that I generally don't like the way that they drive. Like, I don't enjoy the way that they drive and shift. They're all weird driving cars to me. They're all unpleasant. Most of them, at least. Max says, I don't remember how many tokens it takes. Yeah, I don't either, unfortunately, but that's the only problem with a Legends car or an Elite Tuners car is you got to put all those extra parts into them, and it sucks. I mean, it's worth it, but a lot of people aren't patient enough to wait until they have something level. They just want to jump in and rush through it and get it done, and then they make a bunch of mistakes or lose the boss cars. Too many people want to rush through things. With this game, you really want to take your time and just kind of do things slowly at your own pace. Don't be in a big hurry. Don't be like, hey, I got to finish Tempest now, because you wouldn't believe how many people miss out on the boss cars because they were trying to just blow through it and get it done like today. So Tempest 1 and Tempest 2, generally you can get by with those pretty quickly, but Tempest 3, I think I was playing for about 8 months before I decided to finally do Tempest 3 because, I don't know, getting a Tier 5 car fast enough, you had to do the Elite license and have cars fast enough to do the races themselves, so it wasn't super easy. Ryan, nice to see you, buddy. My day is going pretty good. How about yours? Monzior says, when are you and Max going to do another video? I don't know. If Max messages me one day and says, hey, I want to be on the live stream, he is always welcome. So whenever he's got the time, don't know when that's going to be again. Max says 98% of the cars lose the ability to Evo drop tune in lobbies faster than 8.7. You know, I think I was supposed to win this race. I'm not paying attention, guys. I'm paying attention to the chat more than anything, so yeah. Dr. Devil says, can I at least use a Legends car for a time trial? You can, yes. Here's the deal though, right? The time trials will give whatever car you run on the elite time trials, will make that car elite, and that car will get a respect point bonus. So you really want to give that respect point bonus to cars that are good at live racing. So if you have a Legends car that's good at live racing, you know, Legends cars get extra bonuses and earn a nice amount of respect points once you've got all the bells and whistles going on. So if you find a Legends car that's really good at live racing, it's not a bad choice to elite, because now it's going to get an even bigger bonus on the respect points when you win a live race. So generally, you just want to find live racing cars that earn a lot of respect points and win most of the live races that you think you're going to continue to live race for a long time from now. So generally, you just want to find the best live racers and run the elite license with those. Hopefully that makes sense. But elite tuners and the Legends cars have more of a potential to earn big respect points because they get all those extra bonuses added up on them. So they're both good choices if you can find one that's good at live racing. Hopefully that came out correctly. I think I jumbled my words up a little bit there and there. Yeah, personally, I don't like the Legends cars, but I really do like the Elite Tuners cars a lot. I might be weird. I don't know. Okay, I do know. I'm definitely weird, but that's a very different story. That is a very, very different story right there. Me being weird. We won't get into that today, okay? We won't talk about that. We're just going to ignore the fact that I'm weird. Max says CSR2 is likely going to be a server-side game, eliminated easy hacking. Yeah, I think they're going to make it so you can't really mod or hack that game. Like, I'm about 99% sure they're going to have some really, really high-end anti-cheats. First off, it's going to be hard to hack, I believe. And they're also going to probably have some like really, really high-end anti-cheats catching people doing things wrong. So yeah, you're probably not going to be able to mod that game at all. And if you do, you're probably going to get caught and banned very quickly. At least that's what that's what some people that know how to mod games are seeing so far. They say it's going to be a very, very, very hard game to mod or hack. So in a lot of ways, that's good, right? That's a good thing in a lot of ways. That means you're not going to have to deal with a bunch of cheaters. But it also means it's going to be harder for the YouTube creators to figure out things about the cars, because a lot of the YouTube creators have some sort of an account where they can go in and show you guys how to drive the cars and figure things out. But if they didn't have that type of account, they would have to spend a couple $100 per car, and you'd be surprised. But you know, when let's just say I make a video on how to drive a car, I mean, sometimes that video only makes $3 or $10. It'll never, you know, it would have to get views for year after year after year for that video to make a couple $100 and make your money back. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem for YouTubers unless they actually open up some sort of YouTube creators program for the game, which would be awesome. I hope they do. But it's definitely not guaranteed. But even now, a lot of those people, if you notice, a lot of those YouTube accounts where the guys are showing you how to drive the cars, you're going to notice they got the little red Wi-Fi symbol at the top on every video. That means that account's already been banned. So they can't play on it other than just show you shift patterns. But I think it's good for the YouTubers to have accounts to make those type of videos, but it's bad when people are actually in the game playing and using those accounts to play against other people and cheat them out of wins and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Paw Dog says it's funny when cheaters are forced to play other cheaters. You know, I guess whoever had let's just say you had two cheaters in there that were using a program to shift the car to get perfect everything on every run. I guess the person's whose internet was a little less laggy would probably win the race. I don't know how that would work. But yeah, personally, I don't really condone people playing on hacked accounts. I mean, I would never take a hacked account and play it. Especially, like, what I really don't like are the people who add the extra fusion parts to their cars to make them faster than it's supposed to be. I hope every single player who does that loses their account forever. I mean, I can understand somebody wanting to add a car or add some keys or something to their... Okay, I get that. You know, it may not be the proper thing to do, but I can understand why somebody would want to do that. But the people who are using the hacks to cheat other players, that's really messed up. Like a cheater who cheats to win games, you must really suck at the game, or you must really just think it's great to ruin somebody's day by cheating them like that. You know what I mean? I don't understand the mentality of people who cheat to get ahead in video games. I really don't. It drives me crazy. Why do people gotta be like that? You know, it's not fair. William D says auto clickers are a big help for people with one arm. Yeah, I mean, if somebody's got like a thing like that going on, I can totally understand why they may need something to assist them. Yeah, if you only got one arm, it would be almost impossible to play, but... I mean, there's a guy on YouTube, I don't know if you've seen this guy, I forget what his name is, but he plays Fortnite, and he's in a wheelchair. He's completely paralyzed. The only thing he can move is his head. He's got this little thing, like a little joystick. He moves it around with his chin, and there's this other thing he puts in his mouth, and he blows on it. And somehow he plays the game with just like his chin and blowing on this thing with his mouth. Like, I don't know how in the world it's possible, but the guy plays Fortnite, and he's like really good at it too. It's really impressive that somebody can do that with some crazy controls just by moving their head around. So yeah, there's a lot of things that are out there to assist handicapped people for gaming. I'm not really sure how you find those things, but they do exist. But I do know a couple people personally who play video games that only have one arm, and I'm not really sure how they do it. They're not, as far as I know, they're not running any type of thing to assist them. They've just somehow learned how to play with one arm. And I think that would be unbelievably hard to do, but some people figure it out, I guess. Not everybody does, but some people do. But yeah, I'm not really sure what all you can get or where you can find things to help people out, but I know they do build specific things that can help people with disabilities play games. I was trying to look that up one day and find that. I was interested to see like what they're using, where they're getting it, how much it all costs, but I wasn't able to find any information about that online. So honestly, I think you got to know what to search for in order to find it. My guess is I was probably doing the wrong type of Google search to pull that stuff up, but it's out there. All right, we are racing Mr. Slowpoke. 3. All right, so this will probably be the last person I race, guys and gals, because our time is almost up for the day. I feel like I wanted to go back to the lobby for some reason and show you guys something, but I don't remember what it was. I really wish I could have got that Subaru right there. That Subaru was awesome. I don't remember why I didn't get that. I wanted it really bad. I think it was a showdown prize or something, and I don't remember why I missed out on that car, but man, I wanted it. That car looks awesome going down the racetrack, actually. Hot dog, so you can build custom keyboards where the buttons can be mapped to your needs. Maybe so, but trying to do everything with just one hand would be hard, I would think. Even if you had a custom keyboard and everything was mapped properly, like let's just say you're playing a shooter game. How are you gonna swivel the screen, aim your crosshairs, shoot, duck, jump, run, dash, slide, all with I don't know, that seems so hard. Seems like it would be almost impossible. I mean, I don't know. Ryan, thanks buddy, glad you're liking the videos, my friend. Mark Bass says, this world is not far, full stop. I don't know what that means, my friend. I do not understand. I probably should, but I do not. Alright. Alright. And I lost. Yeah, he's kicking my butt. So he's not swabbing with me, he's just winning races. We'll go back out to the lobby one more time. I'm also running slow because I suck, but it's okay. I'm not driving very good today. Some days I really just focus on the chat. Other days I'm a little more focused on racing. The GOAT. Big Show. There's Melon. Alright, Pit Zero. I was about to challenge Melon, but somebody else got me first, so. Hey Rafts, how are you doing today? Nice to see ya. Yeah, that would make more sense, Mac. You probably didn't mean to say fair. You're probably right about that. The world is definitely not fair for everybody, that is for sure. There are some people who are very lucky where everything just falls into place for them. Then there's other people who are just 100% unlucky, and then there's just the rest of us who are kind of lucky or just whatever, you know. Ah, that's right, William D. That was the one. That was the one. I think I was on the last race. I was like, I need to win one more race, but I'm gonna wait for tomorrow. And then when tomorrow came, the event was over. I didn't look at the timer. Ah, that was so bad. I really wanted that car too. That's such a cool car. I think you're right about that one. Alright guys, well we only got like a couple more minutes left on the stream, so I'm going to go back to the garage. I feel like I wanted to show somebody something. What was it? What was it? I don't remember. I'm going to go ahead and collect my free stuff. The folks I live with are out in the living room fighting, so if you happen to hear them through the microphone, I apologize. It sounds like they're having a battle royale with words out there. I can hear them very loud and clear, so I'm guessing you probably can too, but I definitely hope not. Alright. Unfortunately, when you have roommates or whatever you want to call it, sometimes they're a little bit loud and obnoxious when you're trying to live stream. Alright. But what was it? What was it I wanted to show you guys? I don't remember. There was something. There was definitely something. I don't know. I really don't. Oh, you know what? I think I wanted to go out to look on the map to see if there was anything else about the new race pass coming up. Yep, you can probably hear them screaming. I apologize. Now they're getting extra loud, so. Oh boy. I don't know about some people, I will tell you that. At least they're doing it right at the end of the stream. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know anything about the rookie pass yet. I'm kind of waiting for that to pop up on the map any day now. But I don't know when that's going to be. So there's nothing about it here on the regular race pass that I can see. But yeah, I don't even bother with these race passes anymore. I get tired of trying because these things are designed to try and make you spend all your resources. I mean, I don't want to fit a bunch of upgrades or put parts on cars or spend all my game cash. And that's pretty much what they want you to do. So I say no thank you. I say no thank you at all. William D says we can't hear them. Good, good. The game sound or the music must be loud enough to drown it out. If there wasn't background music, you guys would definitely hear it. But, good, good. I don't know. There was something, but I forget. I forget what it was. But our stream time is up, guys. Our 2 hours is about up for the day. So, I want to say thank y'all for coming out. You guys are super duper awesome. I'll put the little ending screen up. If anybody's got any last minute questions, get them in ASAP. I think we just got a brand new Audi RS3 today, so I'm going to try and make a video for that later. I don't know if it's any good yet, but Raph says, how do you guys collect those elite parts? I'm stuck on the tuners challenge. All right, so bottom line is, as you already know, elite tuner events will give you elite parts. Showdowns are a great way to get elite parts, so you want to go in there and just run as many showdown races as you possibly can to collect those elite tuners tokens, right? It's a very slow process. So the original set of elite tuners cars, it took me over 2.5 years to get them all to purple stars. So and that does not include the Corvette, the Ford, the Silvia, the S20. That does not include any of the add-on elite tuners cars. I've only got a couple of those upgraded. So bottom line is, just to do the main events for elite tuners took me 2.5 years because it's such a slow process to collect all those parts. But bottom line is, you just have to go out there every single day and race anything on the map that's giving out those tokens. But showdowns will be a big huge source of getting those. And I know there's another thing that pops up on the map somewhere towards the beginning of the season that will give you like a small amount of the green keys. I forget what they call that. I don't know if it's like a prize cup or a token cup. There's some sort of thing that gives out some free green ones. But when it comes to the blue ones, the yellow ones, and the pink ones, run a lot of showdowns. A lot of showdowns. It's a very long, very slow process. Paw Dog says, I enjoyed this day. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, everybody. Unfortunately, I think that's going to be it for the day. Anybody who's just tuning in, I do apologize, but we've been streaming for about 2 hours now, and I got to get off here and get some stuff done, make some breakfast, and start working on some shift pattern videos for some cars and whatnot. So I got about 1 million things I got to do today. But yeah, thanks for coming out. I definitely appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching my videos and hanging out with me on the live streams. Thank you to all the paid channel members. Anybody with the extra monthly membership. That is such a big help to the channel. Thank you guys. Thank you to all my moderators and just everybody who watches the videos. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate your support. You guys are super amazing, but I got to get going. Have a wonderful day, and we'll be back on Friday and next Saturday, as long as everything goes right, for more live streams, all right? Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, lightening out. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. Later, guys.